I'm going to tell you a little story about the GCLoader. The GCLoader has two versions, the real authentic one and the clone. The real one, you can upgrade the firmware to whatever the newest firmware is. The clone can only go to 1.1.2. However, if you go past it, you brick it. I didn't realize I had a clone until I went past it and upgraded it 2.0. So I asked Bitfunks, and they said, "No, friend, I don't think it should work anymore, friend." So I scoured the GitHub, and I found this post that potentially you can use a hack save to potentially boot into Swiss. And they said that they read something on Reddit. So on Reddit, I found this post that said you can create like a game file save exploit to backdoor into Swiss. I guess this is the original way that people got into Swiss, using the SD Gecko. So I went and found a list of games that works, and Frogger Forever was the cheapest one on eBay, so that's the one I picked up. And then I used a Wii to create a hack save to backdoor into Swiss, and then I did the hot swap and it didn't work. So back to Reddit. So I found this post by Fluffy Swordfish, who did a fix using an existing GCLoader clone, and I tried it. Come on. Hey, that's awesome. And it worked. Thank you, Fluffy Swordfish 9601. I'm going to show you guys step by step how to do this. So the only problem with this is that you need a working GCLoader to fix a broken GCLoader. So you have two GCLoaders. For this tutorial, I had to borrow my brother's. If your brother doesn't have one, you have to pick one up. I have the link to the official one. However, I might open this up to just send it to me for a small fee and I'll fix it for you, so you don't have to go out and buy another clone. Well, anyway, let's get back to this tutorial. Alright, jump on the computer. You're going to need a few things. I will link these in the description. First, you look up Swiss, find the file on the GitHub, and get the newest release. Download the 7-zip file and save it to your computer somewhere where you know it's going to be. Onto the GCLoader firmware. I just typed in GCLoader and found the page. I'll also link this in the description. However, when you go to the site itself, you can only get the newest versions, and we need 1.1.2. So you have to find the GitHub page for GCLoader. You can navigate to firmware update, and you're looking for 1.1.2 because that's the highest the clone will go to. And then download that to somewhere you know where it will be, probably in the same spot you save Swiss. You're going to also need 7-zip to extract things, so I'll toss that in the description. Just download it and install it. I have my GCLoader SD card plugged in right now, and I'm just going to go in, extract my Swiss file, and then navigate to the type of loader that I want. And for this, I'm just going to use the boot.iso for GCLoader. You can do the other way too, so you can get the splash screen of the GameCube if you want. Then go back and get the GCLoader 1.1.2 update and throw that on the SD card as well. GameCube and take the top shell off because it's much easier to do this next step. I put a tag on my GCLoader that's broken so we can tell which one is which. We'll start with the clone that does work with the SD card that we just set up and boot it up. This doesn't matter what firmware the good GCLoader has on it, because the updater will work the same. Basically, boot into the updater and then don't push anything. Then remove the good clone and swap out the SD card and place that into the bad clone. And then insert it back into the GameCube itself, and then just press A. Then the GCLoader will do its thing, erasing the flash, rewriting the flash. And when it's done, it'll say turn off your system. So go ahead and do that. So we can test it. So boot your system back on with the clone that we just tried to fix and see if it works. Yeah, alright, yeah, that's how you do it. And you can make sure everything looks good, scrolling around, just kind of doing your thing, whatever. The only problem is, to fix a GCLoader, you need a GCLoader. I really just recommend buying the official thing, but if you're like me and you're looking at it now and it's sold out, sometimes you just gotta buy another clone. Yeah, I don't recommend the clone, and I didn't even realize I had one until I bricked it. But if you need to fix it, this is how you can do it. I'll put this link up too to the Black Dog Technology actual GCLoader, because if it is in stock, go with that. And yeah, I hope this video helps somebody, and if you need any more assistance, I guess, just hit me up. I'm here. Oh hey, update. I looked at the site and it's in stock, so just buy this instead.